Geeky Girls Knit podcast. I'm Cece, also known as Java Pearl.
I'm Damaris, also known as Damaris Dashed a Bit Weird.
And we're glad to have you today. Today is Wednesday, the 22nd of January, and this is episode 73. 73. We'd like to say a big hello to all you returning viewers. Thanks for coming back week after week. We love you. Do you love them?
Yes.
They're not making a heart. Okay. And a big hiya to any new viewers. Thanks for giving us a shot. We hope you enjoy the show. Let's see. Oh, we have some members who have introduced themselves in the introductions thread in our Ravelry group, because if you introduce yourself, we'll say hi to you on the podcast. So, you want to say who introduced themselves this week?
Sure. Kimberly Spins, who is Kim from Washington. Aunt Martha, who is Nancy from Oklahoma. Ruben owns Jacob, who is Holly from New Jersey, but is living in Melbourne, Australia. Bunny Lover, who is Carly from Kent, UK. And LKANKE from Midwest, US.
So hello all of you. We just had a lot of new members this week. So thanks for introducing yourself. We hope you enjoy the show and hope you enjoy the Ravelry group. Instead of waiting to the end of the show to talk about this one announcement, we'll talk about it now. And you've probably heard it on other podcasts. Blip TV is having their fun little stunts again. For those who don't know, Blip TV is the hosting company we use for our podcast. Well, they sent out an email actually last Wednesday, right after we finished podcasting, announcing that as of February the 28th, they will no longer distribute to iTunes, which is why I think a big chunk of us use Blip is because they distribute to iTunes and there's no charge for us. Because with a video podcast, it's a whole lot bigger space than an audio podcast, and most of the super affordable options out there are not super affordable for video podcasts. So, we think we might have a potential workaround in the meantime that we're testing out to see if it'll work. We'll let you know. We will continue, no matter what, uploading to YouTube. So you'll be able to watch there. And we are still talking with Podfiber, who is working to do a hosting site for knitting and fiber related podcasts. Hopefully that will be up before the end of February. If not, though, we'll try our workaround in the meantime and hopefully get moved over to Podfiber as soon as they're ready. So, if you cannot locate your podcasts, if they are not coming through to your iTunes, Downcast, whatever you use, you might want to check their Ravelry group or their website, because people are starting to try to figure out ways to make it work to continue to go to iTunes, but there may need to be a resubscription by you to their to a certain podcast or whatever. We're not sure. We're all kind of floundering out here trying to make things work. So, we're still podcasting. We're just having to think extra creatively to make things work. So, we'll keep you updated. For right now, we're still on iTunes, and hopefully there won't be any break in that, but there might be. Just FYI. All right. Well, we have quite a bit to talk about today, so we probably should get started. Here we go.
And now we're going to talk about what's on our needles.
So what's on your needles, Mare?
A mess.
Holy. That's not good.
Socks.
Pretty. It's not showing up as lime green as it actually is in real life.
It's not. It's more neon.
Yeah. So what is this that you're knitting with and all that jazz?
The pattern I'm using is Hermione's Everyday Socks.
But you converted it to do toe up.
Yes.
Yes.
And the needles are size US 1.5, 2.5 millimeters. And the yarn is Spunky Eclectic.
Superwash woolen nylon fingering weight sock.
I was looking at it in the poison colorway.
Very pretty. Are you enjoying the pattern?
Yes.
After you made it through a few knitting attacks moments. We stole that from the Knit More Girls. Well, you're doing good. Everybody seems amazed when they see you knitting out in public that you're doing 2 at a time. Well, you're getting close probably to the heel.
Yeah.
So, brilliant. What else are you doing?
Spinning.
Yay! So tell us about this.
It's spinning. It's 50 grams of hand-blended British VFL merino roving from Hilltop Cloud, and it's blue
And white. You're getting better as the days pass. She only started, what was it, like Friday, maybe? Because we went to Spinning Guild Saturday, so. But you're doing very well. It's looking pretty and you're getting finer. Are you enjoying it or is it frustrating you?
It was frustrating last time.
Sorry, someone is at our door. We'll be right back. So sorry about the interruption. When you live in a flat that you lease from someone, sometimes they have to come in and do annual certification checks. And we knew they were coming either today or tomorrow, but we didn't know what time. And I said to the hubs, watch, they're going to come while we're recording the podcast. And they did. So, you have been on pause for about the last 10 minutes, and in that time, what did you do, Damaris?
I rolled up my spinning because it was being frustrating.
So, you'll spin more and ply it all together. So what do you think of spinning, other than when you're frustrated?
I don't know.
Is it enjoyable?
Yeah.
So, it'll be fun to knit with your hand spun. Alright, do you have anything else to say?
No.
Okay, well then I will talk about my stuff. So, I have one item on the needles. I am doing the Urban Necessity Gloves by Colleen Michelle Meager on US 4s 3.5 mil in New Lanark Donegal Silk Tweed DK in the dark graphite colorway. So I finished one. Thank y'all on Instagram for helping me pick buttons. Stars won. So they fold back and button. Like that. So that one's complete, and the second one, I have completed the 4 fingers. I've got the thumb on the needles right now to do, and then you pick up, so I'll pick up right here and knit the cap. So, it's been a pretty enjoyable pattern. I had never knit mitts with individual fingers before. I've done several pairs of fingerless gloves, but it's always just been one piece. So these fit a whole lot better and will stand up a whole lot better than the ones I bought in the store when I desperately just needed gloves and didn't have time to knit them, because you don't tend to need gloves in Texas. And then I am also doing spinning. I am working on 35 grams of merino, a British Shetland bat from Hilltop Cloud. Yeah, it's caught on the fiber. So this is a maroon bat. It's a little darker than what it's showing on the screen. And I'm a little over halfway through. I've already wound up one ball, and this is the second. And then I will ply them and hopefully knit them together with the last yarn I just finished spinning to do maybe a hat or something, a striped hat or something. So that's all I have on the needles and on the spindle. You too? All right, let's move on to the next segment.
And now we're going to talk about a finished project, but that is by someone that is not me. Hint, it's
Is it
her.
me? Oh, okay. So I finished my Valentine's Day socks. So I had already finished one of them last week and then started on the second one. This is the True Love sock pattern by Chrissy Gardner. I did this on US 1.5, 2.5 mil in Windy Happy yarn in the Mars colorway. So I'm going to take one off the blockers so that I can show you the detail. Oh, this is the one I just finished because I haven't snipped the thing yet. So it's got hearts up the front of the foot. And then ribbing on the back with some cables in the ribbing. And I did the OMG heel for the first time on this pair. And I'm excited to see how they wear because it was a very easy heel to deal with. I think that's what you're going to try on yours too, on your socks, right?
Yeah.
So we will see how they wear, but I am thrilled that I am completely done, other than snipping off the little strings, with my Valentine's Day socks, and it's not even February yet. So I'm very excited to wear these, and that's what I finished. And I learned how to cable without a cable needle on these. Brilliant, brilliant. All right, I think we're ready for the next segment. And now it's time for my favorite part of our show, Yummies. What's yummy, Mare?
Yummies are our current favorite things we like, things we want to talk to you about.
Yummies. So, what was one of our yummies this week?
Well, you wrote it down. You have the first thing down.
I know, but you talk about that part and then I'll talk about it.
No, you put tea.
Yes, that right there. You talk about that.
Oh, hi. Our friends Katie and Noah came over.
Yes, we had lunch and a play date.
Yes.
They had been across the pond for too long, and we missed them, and they're back. And they brought me Good Earth tea. Have you ever had Good Earth tea? It's brilliant. It smells so good. It's sweet and spicy, and we can't find it in the UK. So she brought me a bunch of Good Earth tea, and it's so good. Thank you, Katie. And you got M&Ms.
Yes.
That we've eaten all of them, haven't we? Good Valentine's M&Ms. So that was good. I got another new shirt. This is a Sherlock shirt from QWERTY. So it's Van Gogh's Starry Night with the smiley face from their flat and Sherlock on the edge of the building about to jump off. I think it's very pretty. I forgot I had another Starry Night inspired shirt, but it's not Sherlock. My Stargate shirt is Starry Night inspired too. But then, Damaris and I both wore Sherlock shirts today and we didn't even plan it. How cool is that? And all you U.S. people are finally getting to see Sherlock after we watched it already. It's so good. They've only seen episode 1.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Oh, it's good. Anyway, the shirts from QWERTY. I like them because they ship from here in the UK, and so I don't have to worry about customs charges. I guess that's all of our yummies. It hasn't been a super yummy week. Okay, so I guess we'll go to GGK Crafty Pad. We're going to post what?
One each of our photos that we liked and 3 photos from other people that we liked.
It is getting harder every week to choose photos because there's so many good ones. So, we'll pause right here and put in the photos, and we'll be right back. So those were our favorite photos for this week. Great job, y'all. It's never too late to join in. Just take photos based on the prompts and post them on Instagram and wherever else you want to post them. We pick our favorites from Instagram, though. And we will be putting out the new prompt list for February, probably beginning of next week. It'll be ready by next week's show, because that's like the 29th or something. So sometime early next week we'll be putting out February's list. So we hope you'll join in on the fun. We had a wonderful knitting group this week, our Town Mouse Knitting Club. There were several new people, so that was a lot of fun. And we had Spinning Guild this week, the Edinburgh Guild of Weavers, Spinners, and Dyers. And it was great fun to see you spinning. It was lovely. So we meet with them once a month. The next meeting is on February the 15th. And that's all our yummies for this week. So I guess we're ready to move on to the next segment.
Now we're going to talk about what we're reading and watching.
So what are you reading, Maris?
I'm still reading Grounded by Heather Ordover.
You got a lot read on it yesterday, didn't you, while I was doing work?
Yeah.
So what do you think?
I like it.
It's a good book. If you're looking for a knitting, a book that includes knitting that's a novel, it's great. Really enjoyed that book. I finished reading some stuff this week and started reading some other stuff. So I finished reading Almost Amish, One Woman's Quest for a Slower, Simpler, More Sustainable Life by Nancy Sleeth. It was really good. I enjoyed it. I started reading In Praise of Slowness, Challenging the Cult of Speed by Carl Honoré. Are we seeing a theme this year? Slow down. All these books will be in our show notes in case you're interested in them. I finished reading the Parasol Protectorate series by Gail Carriger. I read Heartless and Timeless, and so I'm done with those. It was a really good series. Enjoyed that. I read the Rose Gardner Mysteries series by Denise Groyer Swank. So I had previously read 28 and a Half Wishes, but I read 29 and a Half Reasons, 30 and a Half Excuses, and Falling to Pieces. And there's a new one out that I haven't read yet. I was kind of hoping that it will go on a sale at some point instead of paying full price for it, so I'm waiting to read it. And then I started reading the Divergent series by Veronica Roth. I read Divergent, and I am about 3/4 of the way through Insurgent. I think you would enjoy this series. Maybe it's something you could read this summer or something. It's a really good series. So, I've been a reading fool. I love reading. Reading is so wonderful. Okay, let's talk about some telly. You want to start?
Sure. We finished watching Criminal Minds Season 3, and we started watching Season 4.
Yeah, good stuff. The Hubs and I are still watching Season 2 of Leverage. I think we're almost to the end of Season 2, because this show tends to have shorter seasons, so. We finished watching Season 4 and are watching Season 5 of West Wing. We had like a marathon over the weekend. OMG. When Zoe was kidnapped, the president's daughter. I was like, Damaris, you can't go to bed yet. I want to see what happens. And then they strung the kidnapping out over like 4 episodes. I was like, no! I want to know what happens! Okay, you want to talk about the next thing?
Sure. Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Okay, 1.12 seeds. Okay, Skye found out about her past, and that's mostly what the episode was about.
Yeah.
And Bucky Barnes, who was Steve Rogers' best friend, was on the Wall of Valor.
Yeah. So they're on a bit of a hiatus. When is the next episode?
On the 4th of February. It's called Tracks.
But it's
an acronym.
Yeah, acronym. Okay, then we watched NCIS 11.13 Double Back. There was that NSA agent that was just like Tony, except for it was a woman, and they were like, I feel like I know somebody like this. Who is he reminding me of? And they were reminding each other of each other. It was really funny. Hysterical. Poor Delilah is paralyzed from the explosion, and Tim is struggling to deal with it. He didn't even tell the team, but then at the very end where Tim and Gibbs are sitting together, he asked him if he would sit with him, and it was so precious. I cried. So I hope they'll continue on with the story about Delilah and let us hear what happens. It's on a little bit of a hiatus until February the 4th, and it'll be 11.14 Monsters and Men. We're still watching Season 5 of the NCISLA. Okay, Person of Interest. Episode 3.13 was called 4C. It was a plain seat. Damaris didn't watch it with us. I can't remember who said this quote.
Finch? John?
I can't remember if it was Harold or... I think it was Harold saying it to John. He says, "We have free will, and with that comes great responsibility and sometimes great loss." So the machine gave John a mission, even though he said he wasn't going to do any more missions, and he realized that he needs to be part of the team again after the mission. He had a mission on an airplane, all by himself.
All by himself on the airplane?
He didn't have any of the other team with him.
Oh.
He was running away, but the machine gave him a number anyway.
Okay.
And he thought it was Harold, but it wasn't. I'm not sure exactly when the next episode is. I'm guessing it may be February 4th as well, with all the other shows at that from that channel taking a hiatus a little bit. But it's going to be episode 3.14, Provenance. Then we have Revolution, episode 2.11, Mis dos Padres, My Two Dads. There was a TV sitcom called that back in the late 80s or early 90s? Yep. So Aaron and his first wife Priscilla were drawn to Oklahoma, where Grace is, by the nanotechnology that has become an artificial intelligence. So it was all drawing them there. And Monroe and his whole group get away with his son, and now Monroe and his son are plotting to take over again. They just don't get it. They don't learn their lesson. Shame on them. The next episode is today, the 22nd of January, episode 2.12, Captain Trips. Is that like Captain Trips, like he fell, or is that a nickname? I don't know. Okay, you want to talk about the next one?
Psych 8.2, Seize the Day. This was about C's.
I don't know what the letters stand for.
The S stands for C's. Eggs. I don't remember what the I stands for.
Z, wasn't it zebras?
Yes, and 80s.
And 80s. I can't remember what the I stands for.
What does the I stand for?
I can't remember.
C's.
But wait, did we find out in the episode?
You put it down.
Oh, I did. Carlton's gonna be a daddy. And it kind of like knocks him over the edge, and he kind of loses it and gets scared and won't be a police officer. He keeps getting scared and hiding. But he got it back together, so. When's the next episode? Today. What's it called?
8.3 Remake, aka Cloudy with a Chance of Improvement.
Yeah.
C's.
We watched Arrow 2.10 Blast Radius. Thea realized that her boyfriend Roy is healing quickly and has extra strength. Because, you don't watch it. They injected him with stuff a few episodes ago. And Laurel finds out the truth about Sebastian, but Arrow doesn't know, and he vows to work with Sebastian to save the city. So I wonder if Laurel will tell him, or if she will The next episode's tonight, episode 2.11, Blind Spot. We axed the show Helix that we tried from the Sci-Fi Channel. We had watched the first 2 episodes, and we started watching the 3rd episode, and it just was not our cup of tea. Good Earth tea. We axed it, though. Okay, we watched Call the Midwife that was on Sunday. They don't name their episodes, they just 3.1. So it was fun for that to be back on and for Chummy to trying to figure out her place in the world and what she's supposed to be doing. Next episode is this coming Sunday on the 25th. We started watching a new show.
The Musketeers.
Yes, what was it called?
Friends and Enemies.
Yeah, it was on Sunday, and it has
Peter Capaldi
in it. I kept waiting for the TARDIS to appear. He's evil in this show. Bad guy. bad guy.
Cardinal Armand something. And then there's, who is in it from Merlin? Santiago Cabrera, who played Lancelot.
And Merlin was in it. So it's a pretty, we enjoyed that first episode. So next one is
on Sunday.
Yeah.
No, on Monday.
No, it's on Sunday. I think I wrote the wrong date.
Sleight of Hand.
So, the Hubs and I are still watching How I Met Your Mother season 9. Barney got intoxicated to the point where he couldn't lie, and so they were asking him to answer all the questions that he would never answer. His job is please. He signs legal documents that nobody else will sign. It was an acronym. I can't remember what it was. And he was working with the government and turned over the company to the government. The FBI came and arrested
What?
him. Yeah.
Please,
that was his job. It was an acronym. I can't remember what it stands for. Signing, that was the S. Signing documents. And then we watched
Castle. 6.13 Limelight.
I was so glad that Alexis was back in the episode.
Yeah.
We hadn't seen her in a while. What else? We didn't write anything down. We watched it yesterday, but I can't remember. We didn't write anything down. Do you think she broke up with Pi at the end?
Probably.
Yeah. And Kate leaked it to the news that she and Castle are engaged. And it was quite humorous at the end where they were like embracing and and Esposito and Ryan were like right in between them.
Like they shipped them so hard.
So, when's the next episode?
The 27th, which is Tuesday.
No, it comes on Monday.
It comes on Monday in what?
No, it comes on Sunday in Canada.
Yes.
Oh, my days are all confused. Oops, I don't have a calendar there. Oh, I have one right here. 27th.
Dude.
Oh, so that's what I did right there. I wrote the wrong date here. Okay, that's right. The 27th. What's it called?
Dressed to Kill.
Yes.
Oh, and the Castle episode also had Lola Glaudini in it, who had been in season 1, season 2 of Criminal Minds as Elle Greenaway.
Yes. There was a new episode of Intelligence. We just haven't had a chance to watch it yet, so we'll watch that tonight and talk about it next week.
Oh my gosh, there's so much alliteration in that one.
Yep.
The one after.
Yes. All right, that's all the telly. No Sherlock to talk about today, because we've already talked about Sherlock. So, if you've just watched Series 3, Episode 1, The Empty Hearse in the U.S., you can go back about 2 episodes ago and listen to us talk about it.
69, I think. That's right, no.
No,
70.
Yeah, I think episode 70
and
has...
71 is the Sign of 3, and then 72
No.
is the Last Vow.
No. The Empty Hearse and Sign of 3 were in the same episode.
Oh, yeah.
They were in episode 70.
71.
71 has...
The 71 has...
No, this is... We're on episode 72, aren't we? No, we're on episode 73.
71 has the Empty Hearse and the Sign of 3, and the last one, 72, has his Last Vow. Okay.
Okay. On to the next, I was going to say episode.
On to the next episode.
The next segment.
Now we're going to talk about our December-January Winter Wonderland, Cal.
So you have a smidge over a week left to enter. You can enter anything that you have created between December 1st and January 31st that you knit, crochet, weave, or spin that you can convince us relates to winter. And we have not turned anyone down yet. So, we have 2 prizes. A Ravelry giftable pattern up to $7 donated by Linda M. Noble, who is Linda, and a knitting project bag from the Etsy shop of Lou Lee, who is Lee. She PM'd me and told me how to say it right, because I kept saying, I don't know which way to pronounce it, so I put it in my notes. So it's Lou Lee, and her shop is in the show notes, and we have the bag that we'll be sending to the winner. So we won't announce winners next week. It'll be the following week because they'll still have 2 days after next week's episode. So we are currently up to 147 entries. Y'all have been busy. So do you want to tell them who finished projects this week?
Sure. Crafty Mama, who is Kylie, Rue CMC, who is Anne, Maggie TN, who is Florence, Mrs. Boomer, who is Kirsten, Princess Bumps, who is Victoria, Beagle Mom Knitter, who is Angela, Ermelina, who is Joyce Anna, Des C72, who is Dixie, Lupin owns Jacob, who is Holly, Philippa MC, who is Philippa, Elle McCall, who is Linda, Phoenix Fire, who is Tracy, Sharona the Mom, who is Sharon, Rose Bob, who is Rose, and
Lindsika,
who is Heather.
Great job, y'all. We're sorry if we pronounce your name wrong. We're really trying hard. So, stay busy, finish those projects, and get them posted before next Friday, because we'll close the thread on Saturday, the 1st of February. Are you being evil?
Twirling my imaginary mustache.
Okay, we're going to go on to the next segment now, okay?
And now we're going to talk about Team Geeky Girls Knit for Ravelynix 2014.
OMG, y'all are amazing! Do you know why? Because you just are. But also because, holy crap, we have 31 team members for Team Geeky Girls Knit. That includes you and I. So 29 of y'all have signed up to be team members. I expected around a dozen or so. So y'all you're getting close to 3 dozen. So all the details are on the Ravelry group or on the show notes. So there's lots of ways to earn entries. And we'll be doing prizes. For every 50 entries, we'll add another prize to the pool. We have a whole stack of prizes back here. Lots of project bags and lots of other fun things. If you would like to help with the shipping, there's a donate button on our website, and we'd be appreciative of anything you wish to donate to help with shipping out all those prizes. Or if you'd like to donate a prize, let us know. So the games begin on February the 7th. So will we record 1 time or 2 times before then? What day of the week is February the 7th?
Yes.
February the 7th is on a Friday. So yes, we'll record twice. So we will have kind of one final push details on the February the 5th episode of Geeky Girls Knit. So, if you're interested in participating, all the details are in the group on Ravelry. Just sign up there and ask your questions or whatever, and we're looking forward to it. Alright, on to the next segment.
Now it's time for Ask the Geeky Girls.
That's us. Except for today, the question's for me.
So,
Okay, I'm ready.
Heather J818, who's Heather from Ohio, asks, if all the pink yarn in the world disappeared, what would you knit with? I think it sort of implied that there's no pink dye or pink fiber or anything. So, no way to make anything pink. Just a memory.
I'm sad. Where's all the pink yarn gone? Long time coming. Where's all the pink yarn gone? Long time ago.
Mama.
I'm very sad about the pink yarn being all gone.
Well, it's not really all gone. It's a hypothetical situation.
Well, I do knit with other colors besides pink.
Yes, but mainly you knit with pink.
I mean, like this whole stack back here, all this baby stuff, none of it's pink.
That's none of it's for you.
I knit a gray hat.
But you wear it with something pink.
I don't have pink on today.
Yes, you do.
Oh, my socks have pink. I just finished pink socks.
Your turvis is pink, your mouse is pink.
We're not. It didn't say anything about other stuff. It said pink yarn. It didn't say the color pink went away forever.
But what if it did?
Oh dear. I will. I'll just curl up in a ball. I have other yarns too. See, I've got like yellow and orange and blue and gray and black and purple.
That purple has sort of got some pink in it.
So I guess I shall answer the question. If all the pink yarn in the world disappeared, I would cry a lot.
But what would you knit with?
Other colors besides pink. But I would cry.
A specific color?
I like blues. Gray. Because I'm sad. I'm in it with blues and grays. Browns. Blacks. Because I would be so sad. Because all pink yarn is gone.
Are you just gonna like knit? You're gonna be crying the entire time. Like knit one, cry.
Knit one, cry two. Purl one, cry two.
I have no pink on.
That's a very sad question, Heather. I don't know why you want to take away all the pink yarn. I'm going to start stockpiling it so that if all the pink yarn disappears, I have a stockpile.
But what if something happened so that anything that used to be pink is no longer pink? This is a sort of beigey color.
Where's the doctor? I need the doctor to take me to the pink planet. I'm so sad. Where's all the pink?
Okay, maybe we should move on to the end.
To the end of the world, or to the end of the pink yarn?
No, the show. The show.
Okay. If you have a question though, and you want to make me cry, and ask other questions that'll make me cry, you can do it on the Ravelry board, but I'll probably cry. Just don't ask me about my pink yarn and try to take it from me. You can't take the pink yarn from me!
Okay.
That was a Firefly reference.
I
know. Okay, we'll move on to the next segment.
Apparently, it's the end of the show.
I'm sad.
And I'm a pillow, apparently.
I need consoling because Heather stole all the pink yarn.
How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel so sad. I feel kind of blue, which makes me think of pink because blue and pink together are lovely.
They make purple, which is lovely. You can knit with purple.
No, blue and red make purple.
Well, blue and pink also make purple.
Oh, would it be kind of the lavender pink?
Yeah.
Okay. So why don't you tell them where to find us in the world? And I'm dropping the computer. Oops. Okay, I got it.
You can find us at geekygirlsknit.blogspot.com, and there are links to everywhere else we are online. YouTube, iTunes, Blip, Ravelry, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc.
You're going to have to redo your speech not too long and take Blip out of it. So with that, we'll bid you adieu. Say happy knitting.
Happy knitting.
And we'll see you next week, when I will be knitting with pink yarn. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what I'm knitting next when I finish my convertible gloves. I have a list. We'll figure it. All right. Until next week. Bye!